Stop apologizing to people that treat you badly. Can we talk about that from the context, particularly of like estate planning as well? Just a little challenge there.
In estate planning in general, well, not in general, but sometimes people feel this need to apologize to me or to justify not leaving things to people they don't like. When people expect things from you, you shouldn't feel bad about not giving it to them. Well, it depends on who we're talking about. Like, if you have a 4-year-old, you should feel bad about it. You feel really bad about it. But if they're 44, you should not feel bad about it at all.
Right.
You should totally feel fine if a person is totally capable of taking care of themselves for you not giving them stuff you don't think they deserve.
Right.
It's your shit. Stop feeling bad about it. I only care that you make a plan that you're happy with.
Yeah.
I don't care about the apologizing part. In fact, I will strongly urge you to explore that more deeply. And once you explore it more deeply, you will realize that you won't have anything to feel bad about. You are doing the thing that
you are based on your
right
life.
Thing. I can't even emphasize enough. It is your money. It's
right.
your stuff. You don't have an obligation to give it to anybody.
I think there is a cultural thing where like politeness is like expected almost, and so like doing something like purposefully not giving your stuff to someone that you might have a quote unquote obligation to because they're your offspring, right? That I feel like is like this like ethically questionable thing for me to do.
If we're doing it for the sole purpose of being spiteful, it's probably not serving you.
Right.
If we're doing it because you have a pot, you actually don't want to. Like, I want to leave it to my college, or I want to leave it to the Humane Society. I value kittens more than I value this relationship that's gone to hell. And I want you to know it.
Yeah.
I mean, what people would feel better about, honestly, is there's this great book. It's about business environment. It's called Radical Candor. Mm-hmm. And this is a book. The premise is you owe people honesty. It's the ethical thing to do for both you and for them to be honest.
Yeah.
And it tell them exactly what the issue is and to respect them enough to deal with it. Mm-hmm. Which I think a lot of times with estate planning people should do. If you have something you should say to someone, you should call them and be like, I plan my estate.
You're
not surprised. Here it is.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, that's a shame.
Whew. That's hard mode. That's a lot.
Or you can say, like, this is what I've done. If you're pissed at me, just get pissed at me.
Yeah.
But here's what I've done.
I think that's a good message. Yeah. Like, hey, your experience is valid. Your reasoning is valid. If people have wronged you, it's not like you're an awful person for.
Or if they haven't wronged you, if you just want to leave it to someone else.
Right.
If you gave your kids a fuck ton of money and they're good, and you're like giving them more money that you don't think they should have, then don't give it to them. They're adults. They are sentient beings who can make more money. You owe them nothing at some point.
Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Let's talk about death and taxes.
If you want to talk with an estate attorney, please reach out to us.
Our website is modernestateplanning.com. Also, I don't know, you can give us a call, 404-939-7562. That's 404-939-7562. We'll help you make a will, an estate plan, a trust, so that everybody can inherit the right stuff.
If you have bad estate questions or something you thought was funny on the internet, or from real life, please share it with me.
Or not
Leave
even
me a voicemail or something a legitimate question.
Yeah.
I will answer both legitimate and ironic questions.
Yeah.
You can email a voice memo or send me a regular email at info@letstalkaboutdeathandtaxes.com, or you can email my firm email at info@modernestateplanning.com.
Also, guys, if you could interact with us in any way possible, react to it, give it a like, and post a comment. If you do have any questions or any feedback for us, that would be awesome. And probably the best way that we could grow this show is if you help us by sharing this. So if you could share, like, I think there's these weird like echo chambers on the internet where, like, if you're super familiar with something, you think everybody is super familiar with it, and that's actually very not true, especially for something like this, which is probably fairly small right now. So if you share it, that would seriously help us grow via word of mouth. That's probably one of the most valuable things you could do to help us. So please, we would appreciate it. And with that, I hope everybody's having a great day.